This channel is for adults and not for kids. Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by. So today I wanted to show you guys something cool. These are some action figures from the 90s that came out. It is a character called Guillotinna. And she was created by Nirasawa. I've done other videos based on stuff done by the late great artist Nirasawa. He did a lot of work for the company Fewture, spelled Fewture, Fewture, and they made action figures and models based on his artwork. This is an original creation of his. She is called Guillotinna. Basically the word guillotine and the name Tina put together. She's very 90s. So Fewture Models put out these action figures. They put out those Marilyn Manson action figures. Most famously, they put out the Devilman action figures based on Nirasawa's artwork. And I've got 3 or 4 videos based on or devoted to the Devilman action figures, and Nirasawa plays a huge part in those. Anyway, let's take a look at Guillotinna. I don't think that is her original base. That's a Devilman base that I grabbed for this video. But she sort of looks like Mia Wallace from Pulp Fiction mixed with the Crow. I don't know if she glows in the dark. I don't think she does. I just think she's this really pale plastic. She's got a guillotine blade tattoo. She has these cool scars with stitches on all around her neck, like her head was chopped off and put back on. Now, I may be wrong, but I think basically for Wonderfest every year, Nirasawa would be commissioned to do a poster. And, you know, I have shown you guys his art books in some previous videos. I think for some Kamen Rider videos. It was either Kamen Rider or Devilman, both of which he contributed artwork towards and had toys based on his drawings. But I believe in those art books they show Guillotinna, and I think she was sort of a mascot for Wonderfest. I may be wrong there, but he definitely drew women that looked like Guillotinna for Wonderfest. So even if those women weren't Guillotinna proper, they definitely look like her. And I am a huge fan of Nirasawa's artwork and the toys based on his artwork. It's just, he has a style and a look that's unlike anybody else. So that's the first one. Some sort of monster chick that she has chopped the head off of for the base. I like those scars and stitches on her, give her sort of a Bride of Frankenstein look. Kind of Cenobite-ish, Hellraiser-ish, you know, sort of pain mixed with pleasure, sex mixed with monsters, sort of a thing. Like I said, these figures came out in the 90s, and I've told you guys many, many times that I am in the camp of people who like highly sculpted action figures as opposed to highly articulated action figures. If the action figure does have articulation, I'm cool with it. It's just not a big priority for me. I would rather have them be sculpted incredibly well. And these are sculpted really, really nice. And they don't have a hell of a lot of articulation. Like you can see, her legs are pretty much in this sort of position. She's kind of got, you know, Hellraiser like weapons, blades and stuff. And she's got this huge sickle, this huge scythe, and she's decked out in sort of bondage gear, dominatrix outfit with spikes and shit coming out of her skin. She's got these little holes in her back, which you can take more of these sort of Cenobite accoutrements and plug them in. You know, they don't really serve any purpose other than to look cool. Here's another one. Another big blade that you can attach to her. But like I said, they don't do a lot. They just sort of sit there and look pretty. Let's put her scythe back in her hand. These figures are probably like 25, 30 years old by now. And the plastic that Fewture used on these feels a little sticky now, a little bit tacky to the touch. Not horrible, but a little bit sticky. Which is always sad when stuff like that happens. I don't know if there's actually anything you can do about that. Every now and then, my figures that have that sort of sticky, tacky feel to them, I'll get them out and I will give them a bath in warm, soapy water, and it seems to get rid of the stickiness for a while. But I think it's just the materials that were used, and you know, I think just over time that happens. It's not from any mishandling of these things or exposure to sunlight or any of that stuff. I think it's just the materials that they used. I've got one more, and I think this is Guillotinna. She just has a different look, but I'm pretty sure it's the same chick, just with different hair. And this one's sort of asymmetrical. She's got this one hand, which is in this sort of biomechanical bug claw. Wow, the bug claw just broke. Well, that sucks. That it just popped off just now. Fuck. Well, I guess after this video, I will be gluing that crab claw onto her hand again. That sucks. But yeah, the material is just very, very soft. Oh, that sucks. Anyway, a little spot of glue and it'll be fine. She comes with this little monster pet, which is kind of cool. And whoa, catastrophe ensues. Let me show you guys. So this is a beautiful Nirasawa Devilman figure. Which I have shown off in the Devilman videos. But as you guys can see, it's sort of the same aesthetic, the same style of characters, figures. Do you guys remember this Guillotinna chick? I believe that Fewture released different color variations. They were good at doing that, especially for those Devilman figures. Holy shit, there was a ton of, you know, an all gold version, an all black version, a silver version, a colored version, a sepia tone version, a glow in the dark version. Like, it went on and on and on. But in the 90s, it was kind of hard to come across this stuff, so you just kind of had to grab what you could when you could, sort of a thing. You couldn't be as picky as collectors can afford to be today. But I've seen these figures in other color variations, but these are the ones that I was able to get, and these are the ones that I want. But yeah, let me know if you guys remember Guillotinna. If you're a fan of Nirasawa's artwork, if you love your monstrous mixed with sexy the way I do. Nirasawa knew that same secret that H.R. Giger did of combining what attracts us to what repulses us, mixing the two together, so it's a beautiful looking but monstrous at the same time image. So you're horrified by it, but you're attracted to it at the same time. You can't stop looking at it, you know? I mean, like Guillotinna, you know, she's pretty, but she's repulsive. You want to fuck her, but you want to run away from her. That whole sort of a dynamic of mixing the maiden with the monster. I came across my Guillotinna figures today because I was actually looking for some other Nirasawa female monster figures. I believe they are called Resurrection of Monstrous, and they are sort of Nirasawa's take on the universal monsters. Dracula, the Wolfman, Frankenstein, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Phantom of the Opera, but done as sexy females. So I am still on the lookout for those. I gotta find the right box that those are kept in, and I will pull those out and show those off to you guys. But in the meantime, I ran across these Guillotinnas, and I thought, you know what? What the fuck? Guillotinna is cool. Let's show her off also. Just kind of pissed off and a tiny bit embarrassed that fucking claw broke on camera. But what you gonna do, you know? I'll have to glue this back on right after I film this. Alright guys, take it easy, and I will be back with some more cool monsters. Hopefully with the Resurrection of Monstrous figures, if I can find them. That's the one problem of having too much shit. Sometimes you have to find it and you don't know what box you put them in. But luckily all my shit is labeled, so it shouldn't be too hard. Alright guys, hang in there. I'll be back soon with some more monsters. As always, happy Halloween.